What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be going over the top 10 most broken characters in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Of course, this is all my opinion, you guys may have a different one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe with the bell so I'm sending more awesome videos. Hope you guys enjoy, let's get into the video. Alright, so coming in 10th place is going to be just the Chomper class as a whole. I know it's the characters, but I feel like just this class is just so broken. Now of course, the Chompers do have flaws. Just sometimes this class could just be so broken. Not only does this class require no aim, but just no aim kind of means no skill at all. So using a Chomper is just like free kills, especially its abilities. Like just being able to just spit on someone, go around them, and just eat them up, or like dig under and then just eat them. It's just way too easy. That's why I just feel like the Chomper class is just kind of a broken class, and that's why I have it in 10th place. Number 9 on this is going to be Agent P. Now Agent P probably requires the most skill out of any of the characters on this list. But that does not mean that this character requires a lot of skill then. You do have to be a little accurate with this character, but not like insanely accurate. And this character has one of the highest DPSs in the game. It has insane damage and insane critical damage. And if you have good accuracy, plus the damage, this character is just insanely overpowered. That's why Agent P deserves a place on this list, and it is just such a good character. Number 8 is the Torchwood. Now the Torchwood, the reason it's on this list is just an insane amount of health. This character has the same health as about 2 corns together. But, I mean, because it does have a lot of HP, it does have a larger hitbox, which is why it's a little lower on the list. You know, that's fair. But it's just like, it just still does so much damage, and it's just unbelievable how much it does. Number 7 on this is going to be the Super Brains, as a class as a whole. But I'm sure you guys all know, there's still going to be another Super Brains on this list, and you guys already know what that is. But, just like the Chomper, the Super Brain is a melee character, but the Super Brains, the only reason it's higher on the list is because it has less flaws than a Chomper. Now the abilities on the Super Brains aren't really that good, and the kick is good for just mobility, but the fists on him are insane. They hit so fast and do such good damage. That's just why this character is so high up on this list. And let's just say you get point blank, like if I'm using maybe like Sunflower, we'll just say, and I get point blank against the Super Brains, it's over for me, I'm dead. I'm just gonna get the shit beat out of me, and I'll be dead before I can even count to 3. So the Super Brains is definitely a very OP class. Still another one coming up later, but I think that definitely deserves as a class number 7. Number 6 on this list is the Iron Citron, and I think that the Iron Citron is a pretty underrated character. Of course, being the armored one for the Citrons, it does have lots of HP. It does 50 damage per hit, plus 5 hits. It's so much damage. Like that's 250 damage. If you hit every shot. And just think about that, like, you basically win every fight with this character. If you have that much HP and that much damage, this is such a good character. It is super overpowered, and not to mention that the Iron mode on this character is also really good. So I think that the Iron Citron is definitely super underrated, but super overpowered at the same time. And I think it deserves its place as 6 on this list. Number 5 is going to be the Z11 Imp. Now this is like Agent P, but better. It has a smaller hitbox, plus it does have the mechs, and the mechs by themselves are already OP, but like just character plus the mech is just really good. And not to mention the primary for this character is also really good, so like its guns. And I think this is probably one of the most broken imps there are. And you know, definitely when I started playing the game at first, I didn't like the imps that much. They were kind of hard to use, only had like 75 HP. But as I started using them more, I started to appreciate their mobility and how much like they can actually do. So I really like the imps. And I think that this imp is just a really good imp and deserves to be in 5th place on this list, especially with the mech helping it out. Number 4 is the Corn class, and I think that the primary on the Corn is pretty underrated. I don't think it gets that much attention, and it is a really good primary. Probably one of the best primaries we have in the game. So also to go with that primary, we have good abilities as well. And that's all you can really want in a character. So not only does the Corn have good primary, but it has a good ability, and that's all you want. Now the Corn is like a buffed foot soldier, so it does more damage. I just think that the whole Corns as themselves are really good, with lots of HP, fast firing rate, and good primary and good abilities. Now going into the top 3, 3rd place is going to be Captain Cannon, and this is probably the most OP pirate. Now you don't really have to be that accurate to use this pirate, which is why it's like pretty nice and why it's on the broken list. This pirate has good abilities, it's pretty easy to use, and the primary is also really good. And that's definitely what you want, because no one really wants like some hard character. People just want a character they can just click on, and it's a good character. And Captain Corn is one of those, with good abilities, easy to use, so just a new player can get Captain Corn and already be good with that. That's why it's on the broken list. Now, these next two could be pretty interchangeable depending on who you like more, but number 2 is going to be the Electro P. Now, the primary weapon is pretty unique compared to all the other Ps, being able to charge its shots and having, of course, like, chain shots so it hit multiple people at the same time. But the charge shots on this character are really good. They do insane amount of damage, and not only that, it does have the chain effect, so it will hit multiple people at the same time. Now, this is probably the best electric we see in the game, and definitely the best P. So like I said, definitely the best electric we have in the game. And if you're using this P, just please stop. This is such an annoying P to use and just go up against. It's just so hard to get a good game against an Electro P. Number 1, I'm sure it's pretty obvious, but it's going to be Toxic Brains. Now, this character is just so overpowered, and it's not even surprising at all. Of course, it does have the toxic effects, but what's different about this one is it's toxic if you get close to someone. So it doesn't really rely on hits, but if I can stand next to like a pea shooter or like someone else as Toxic Brains, they will get the toxic effect. I don't even have to touch them. And another reason why this character is in first place is because the toxic overload is punches and not kills. So I could just hit a bunch of people. I don't have to kill them. I just have to hit them, and I can get the toxic overload. Now, Super Brains does rely on its fast fist and being able to like kick for momentum, but this character just has better mobility than the typical one, and that's why it's just such a good character. Well, that was my list. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Also, if you guys disagree with anything, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.